A single sound can trigger memory. The crisp click when two Lego bricks snap together. That sound has echoed across bedrooms, classrooms, and living rooms for decades. Piles of red, yellow, and blue pieces spilled across carpets became castles, spaceships, or entire cities. Lego bricks look simple, but they carry the weight of childhood imagination. Today, more than 36 billion bricks are produced every year, enough to circle the planet several times. Yet each one must be identical, precise to a fraction of a millimeter. How do factories turn melted plastic into the most reliable toy on Earth? The Lego story begins in Denmark during the 1930s, when carpenter Ole Kirk Christensen made wooden toys in his workshop. In 1949, the first plastic bricks appeared, a bold move in an age when wood still dominated. By the late 1950s, the interlocking stud and tube design was patented, creating the foundation for endless building combinations. During the 1960s and 70s, Lego expanded into Europe, the US, and beyond, becoming a global symbol of creativity. Generations of children grew up with boxes of bricks under their beds. What started as a small-town workshop became one of the world's most iconic brands. Every Lego brick begins as ABS plastic pellets, tiny pearl-like grains delivered in bulk. Tanker trucks unload them into silos towering above the factory floor. The pellets flow through heated pipes into injection machines, where temperatures climb above 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Inside, the plastic liquefies into a glossy, honey-like stream. Steel molds clamp together with forces exceeding 20 tons. Liquid ABS is injected at high pressure, filling every corner of the cavity. In seconds, the molds release perfect bricks. Tolerances are astonishing, less than 0.002 millimeters. That's tighter than most machine parts in cars. Cooling systems circulate chilled water around the molds, locking the shape before the bricks are ejected. Robots collect the pieces and drop them onto conveyor belts, already sorted by type. A child might see just a square block, but behind it stands an engineering process as exacting as aerospace manufacturing. Bricks glide through scanners that use cameras to measure dimensions. Durability tests push the bricks beyond normal play. Machines press pieces together and pull them apart thousands of times. Drop tests simulate the chaos of living room floors, ensuring bricks don't crack. Collectors often note that Lego bricks from the 1960s still snap perfectly with new ones. That continuity comes from these relentless inspections. Have you ever found an old Lego brick that still fits like new? Tell us in the comments. Not all bricks are plain. Pigments are added during molding to create bright, consistent colors: reds, yellows, greens that never fade. For special pieces, printing machines apply designs using lasers and inkjets. Minifigure faces, control panels, or logos are printed at speeds of hundreds per minute. Each print must resist smudging, even under rough play. Workers and robots together sort unique parts: windows, wheels, doors, into bins. The variety is staggering. More than 3,500 active molds produce thousands of shapes at once. This stage transforms uniform blocks into the recognizable pieces of themed sets. Now comes the stage most children remember: the box. Robots weigh and count exact assortments of bricks. Conveyor belts deliver instruction booklets designed to guide, yet inspire. Pieces tumble into bags, heat-sealed for freshness and order. Multiple bags are grouped into a single box where artwork shows the finished model: a pirate ship, a castle, or a city street. Pallets stack with brightly colored boxes, ready for trucks. Within weeks, they land in toy stores across the globe. The moment a child tears the wrapping, the entire industrial journey disappears, leaving only the magic of play. If Lego bricks shaped childhood cities and castles, the next toy shaped style and fashion. Pink boxes stacked high in toy aisles. Shiny plastic windows revealing a doll with perfect hair, flawless makeup, and a wardrobe that seems endless. For millions of American children, Barbie wasn't just a toy. It was a friend, a fashion model, even a role model. Every detail, from the curve of her smile to the color of her shoes, has been engineered for decades. More than 1 billion dolls have been sold since 1959. Yet the journey from raw plastic to a boxed Barbie is more complex than most imagine. How does fantasy become mass-produced reality? Barbie was born in 1959, launched by Ruth Handler and the toy company Mattel. Inspired by paper dolls and a German fashion doll called Bild Lilly, Ruth envisioned a three-dimensional figure that allowed girls to dream about the future. The debut, Barbie wore a black and white striped swimsuit, instantly becoming a cultural sensation. By the 1960s, she represented glamour and aspiration. By the 1980s, she became a pop culture icon. Through decades of shifting fashion and debates over body image, Barbie has remained one of the most recognizable dolls on Earth. Factories continue to deliver her to millions of homes worldwide. Inside Mattel factories, the process begins with PVC pellets, chosen for flexibility and strength. Unlike Lego's rigid ABS, Barbie needs a softer touch. The plastic is melted and injected into steel molds that define her torso, arms, and legs. Each mold carries fine details: the curve of a wrist, the angle of a knee. When the molds open, pink-tinted bodies fall onto conveyors. They are warm to the touch, almost like freshly baked goods cooling on a tray. At this stage, Barbie is featureless, a blank canvas waiting for transformation. Heads are molded separately, often with slightly different plastic for durability. The cavity inside is left hollow, making space for hair plugs later. Once cooled, the heads move to coloring stations. Machines spray skin tones with remarkable consistency, while cameras monitor shade accuracy. At this stage, trays hold rows of identical, expressionless faces. Workers describe the sight as eerie. Hundreds of dolls staring forward, waiting for eyes and lips that will bring them to life. Do you remember the very first Barbie you ever owned, or wished you had? Share it in the comments. Bundles of synthetic fiber arrive in vibrant shades: blonde, brunette, red, and now even blue or purple. Automated machines thread strands into tiny holes in the scalp, knotting them securely. Hair is trimmed, brushed, and styled with heat. Some receive curls, others ponytails or braids. Meanwhile, precision printers apply facial details. Eyes are printed in layers: white base, colored iris, black pupil, followed by brows, blush, and lipstick. This combination of hair and makeup is where blank plastic finally turns into a recognizable Barbie. In parallel, sewing lines create miniature outfits. Machines stitch fabric measured in millimeters, producing dresses, pants, jackets, and shoes. Accessories, purses, jewelry, sunglasses, are injection molded in separate lines. Themes shift constantly. One week Barbie might be an astronaut, the next a doctor, the next a pop star. Each variation demands new outfits and props, keeping factories in constant motion. Finished dolls move toward packaging lines. Transparent boxes highlight the doll inside, framed with bright logos and seasonal designs. Accessories are pinned neatly, instructions added, and cardboard backdrops slid into place. Robots seal the boxes, while quality inspectors ensure every doll looks camera-ready. Stacks of cartons roll toward trucks bound for distribution centers. From there, Barbie travels worldwide, filling toy aisles before holidays and birthdays. For children opening the box, the complex process behind the doll disappears, leaving only the excitement of play. If Barbie captures the elegance of fashion, the next toy celebrates pure creativity. The smell comes first. Sweet, salty, impossible to forget. A single whiff of Play-Doh can pull anyone back to childhood, where kitchen tables became studios and imaginations had no limit. Children rolled it into pizzas, pressed it into molds, or simply squashed it flat with their hands. The bright yellow tub was always there, filled with colors too vibrant to ignore. It feels simple, just dough in a cup. But the factory process is anything but ordinary. How do water, flour, and food-safe dyes become a toy sold by the billions around the world? Play-Doh wasn't born as a toy. In the 1930s, it began as a wallpaper cleaner, designed to rub soot from walls. By the 1950s, sales collapsed as homes switched to cleaner fuels. That's when teachers discovered its new purpose: modeling clay for classrooms. The product was reborn, repackaged in tubs, and marketed for children. By the 1960s, bright colors replaced the original off-white dough. Decades later, Play-Doh had entered living rooms worldwide. More than 3 billion cans have been sold, proving that a simple putty could become one of the most iconic creative toys of the 20th century. The recipe looks humble: flour, water, salt, and oil. But scale transforms it. Industrial mixers hold hundreds of pounds at once, their steel paddles churning like waves in a storm. As the ingredients fold together, the texture shifts from grainy to smooth. Each batch is warm, pliable, and slightly sticky, ready for color. The hum of motors and the scrape of paddles fill the room, giving sound to what will soon become soft silence in a child's hands. Color turns dough into magic. Food-safe dyes are pumped into mixers, staining the pale mass with vivid shades: red, blue, green, purple. Factories keep dozens of hues in constant rotation. The sight is mesmerizing, tubs of dough glowing like jewels under fluorescent lights. Which Play-Doh color did you reach for first as a kid? Tell us below. Consistency defines Play-Doh. If it's too wet, it sticks; too dry, it cracks. Conditioning drums spin the dough, pressing and folding until it hits the perfect balance. Moisture sensors constantly read the batch, adjusting airflow or adding tiny amounts of water. What feels like guesswork in a kitchen is science in a factory. By the end, the dough is elastic, soft, and endlessly moldable. Workers describe it as alive in your hands, ready to be shaped into anything a child imagines. The yellow tub is as iconic as the dough itself. Conveyors carry the finished putty to filling machines that portion exact weights. Pistons press the dough into tubs with satisfying pops. Lids snap shut, sealing freshness and that signature smell. Rows of containers move forward, forming rainbows of stacked colors. The site recalls classroom tables, where tubs spilled across desks before recess. Each unit is small, but multiplied by millions. The line looks endless. Cartons roll off conveyors and are wrapped in film for protection. Pallets stack high, each carrying thousands of tubs. Within days, they head to warehouses, toy stores, and classrooms. By the time they arrive, the industrial process is invisible. All that remains is a child's excitement at twisting off a lid and breathing in that unforgettable scent. From the sharp click of Lego bricks to the glamorous sparkle of Barbie dolls, and finally to the squishy scent of Play-Doh, toys remind us of moments bigger than play. They shaped afternoons on living room floors, sparked friendships in schoolyards, and carried imagination across generations. Factories may seem far from childhood memories, yet every detail, the molds, the dyes, the packaging, makes those memories possible. What looks like a simple brick, a doll in a pink box, or a tub of colorful dough is the result of precision, creativity, and relentless production. Each toy began as raw material and ended as a piece of childhood. And though their shapes differ, the purpose is the same: to fuel imagination. Do you want to keep exploring the hidden processes behind everyday icons? Subscribe to Captain Discovery now, and don't miss the next journey inside the factory.